Think all ATVs are created equal? Think again. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the worst ATV engines ever made. Engines that can leave you stranded, frustrated, and regretting your purchase. Some of these engines come from brands you trust, yet they have flaws that can turn a fun ride into a nightmare. From overheating to unexpected failures, these are engines you want to avoid at all costs. By the end of this video, I want you to share your personal ATV engine horror stories in the comments. Let's see which model truly deserves the title of the worst ATV engine ever. Let's start with Arctic Cat Altera. The Altera 300 and 450 were marketed as beginner-friendly and easy to handle, but many riders report persistent overheating and carburetor issues that can leave you stuck in the middle of a trail. The Altera 600, despite its larger engine, isn't much better. Engine mounts fail under stress, the cooling system struggles in heavy use, and the carburetor can be frustrating to maintain. Arctic Cat focused on making these ATVs lightweight, but less weight often means less durability. Imagine riding through a muddy trail only for the engine to stall. You're left figuring out how to get back. Have you had an Altera engine fail you? Share your experience in the comments, because these problems happen more often than you might think. Can-Am's Outlander and Renegade series look powerful on paper, but reality can be harsh. The Outlander 850 and 1000R boast impressive horsepower, but older models are plagued with fuel injection problems and overheating. Sensor failures can stop the engine without warning, leaving riders stranded. Renegade 850 and 1000R engines are fun to ride, but maintenance can be costly. Riders often call them money pits because what starts as a small problem can quickly become an expensive repair. Here's something to think about. Would you choose raw power over reliability, or is it better to have an engine that will never leave you stranded? Share your thoughts in the comments. CF Moto's C-Force series is attractive to budget-conscious riders, but the engines have their quirks. The C-Force 500 and 600 perform fine for light trails, but put them on steep inclines or long rides, and overheating and clutch failures appear. The C-Force 850, meant as the premium engine, has electronic injection issues and occasional failures in cold weather. Buying a cheaper ATV can save money up front, but sometimes you pay in frustration and repair bills later. Would you take that risk? Leave your opinion in the comments. Honda 4-Trax engines usually carry a reputation for reliability, but not all models are flawless. The Foreman 4x4 and Rubicon have had head gasket failures, especially in older models, and riding at high RPMs over long periods can cause premature wear. Honda engines are generally durable, but when problems occur, repairs are costly. Many riders expect Honda to be bulletproof, only to be surprised when heavy use exposes weaknesses. Have you ever had a Honda engine fail on the trail? Share your story in the comments to help other riders learn from real experiences. Kawasaki brute force engines also have their share of issues. The 450 and 750 models have seen crankshaft problems and cooling system quirks. The 450 can overheat under heavy load, and the 750, while larger, sometimes has oiling issues. Riders report unexpected stalls mid-ride, turning a fun day off-road into a stressful experience. This raises a question. Should ATV manufacturers prioritize engine longevity over peak performance? Let us know what you think in the comments. Polaris engines are powerful, but some models struggle with reliability. The Sportsman 450 HO and 850 may overheat in challenging terrain. The XP1000 is a high-performance machine, but sensor glitches and fuel pump failures have affected certain units. Suzuki King Quads, including the 400, 500, and 750, are usually reliable, but the 500 and 750 engines have had timing chain tension issues that can lead to sudden failure. It's frustrating when an ATV you trust fails in the middle of nowhere. If you've experienced Polaris or Suzuki engine problems, share your story in the comments. Your experience can help others avoid the same mistakes. Yamaha engines are generally high-performing, but even they have weaknesses. The Grizzly 700 and Kodiak 700 have had CVT system failures that indirectly affect engine reliability. The Raptor 700 and YFZ 450R are powerful performance engines, but push them too hard and overheating or clutch problems can occur. Even the best engines can fail if stressed beyond their limits. Have you ever pushed a Yamaha engine too far? Tell us in the comments so other riders can learn from your experience. Looking at the big picture, the worst ATV engines include Arctic Cat's overheating-prone Altera series, Can-Am's sensor-prone Outlanders and Renegades, CF Moto's budget C-Force models, Honda 4-Trax engines with occasional head gasket failures, Kawasaki brute force crankshaft issues, Polaris and Suzuki engines with timing or sensor problems, and even Yamaha performance engines that can overheat under stress. Knowledge is power. Understanding these weaknesses can save you money, frustration, and even safety risks on the trail. Which engine do you think is the absolute worst? Have you had personal experiences with any of these machines failing? Share your stories in the comments and help build a real knowledge base for ATV riders. Learning from others' experiences is invaluable. Avoid the worst engines, ride smarter, and make your next ATV purchase with confidence. These engines remind us that not all horsepower is created equal. Some ATVs may look perfect on paper, but reliability is what matters when you're miles from help. Every brand has weak points, and every rider has stories. Share yours. From overheating, sensor failures, and clutch problems to timing chain and CVT failures, there's a lot to discuss. Comment, share your insights, and learn from the real experiences of other riders. Even trusted brands have models to watch out for. Arctic Cat's lightweight design sacrifices durability. Can-Am's high-powered engines demand careful maintenance. CF Moto's budget-friendly approach has trade-offs. And Yamaha and Honda engines have quirks under stress. Understanding these limitations before you invest is critical. When looking at Polaris Sportsman XP1000, Honda TRX 450R, or Yamaha YFZ 450R, remember, peak performance doesn't always mean long-term reliability. Check owner reports, forums, and maintenance histories. Your ride can be fun and reliable, but only if you choose the right engine. The worst ATV engines are not just occasional failures. They're patterns of problems that consistently leave riders frustrated, stranded, or facing expensive repairs. From Arctic Cat Altera to Yamaha performance models, knowing the pitfalls helps you avoid costly mistakes. Share your experiences, discuss which engines you trust, and help other riders make better decisions. Safety, reliability, and enjoyment start with the right engine choice. Avoid the worst engines, learn from the community, and keep your ATV adventures safe, smooth, and trouble-free. The wisdom of other riders is invaluable. Head to the comments and discuss which engines you'd avoid at all costs and which ones you trust to get the job done. Every ATV engine has its limits. Some fail under stress, some require constant maintenance, and some are fine until you push them too far. By sharing your experiences, you help others navigate these challenges and make smarter purchases. From Arctic Cat to Yamaha, the lessons are clear. Research, preparation, and community knowledge are key. Don't let a bad engine ruin your trail adventure. Learn from these stories and ride smarter.